Who can replace the production of that Mamadi Diakite and also Braxton Key left? And certainly they're going to depend on him a lot this year.
Ready, Brooke, what you said right off the top, the size discrepancy allowed Huff to get on the offensive glass. Trey Murphy rises up.
That was a great dish from Clark. This is of Trey Murphy III. Off the dish from Kihei Clark. So good at getting low and drawing defenders. And then the athletic Murphy comes in to finish. He just became...
in his short time with Virginia as well. Clark saved it. Shot clock winding down. And Clark on the drive.
Somebody's motivated today. Rebounding was something that was an issue. Or has been really for Virginia. They want to try to straighten that up. And offensive rebounds, you don't need a whole lot when you can finish plays like that. Right, Mike? I mean, that's what we were talking about with these layoffs. Can you find momentum? Can you find your flow? That works pretty well when you got a point guard, center rotation like that.
Be humble and play with passion. Will you play with humility and know who you are and approach this the right way with great passion on every possession?
Clark, good passing to find Huff, who's got 13 in the first half for Virginia.
Smiles from Jay Huff. And in the zone right there, Kihei Clark is the guy that pops to the elbow where that zone defense is most vulnerable. Now you have your point guard as a facilitator where it's typically a big man. It's a bad decision from Durham. Or not from Durham, excuse me, from Hub. You don't give it to Durham running the floor like that. He's a big. You're setting him up to fail.
And Kihei Clark makes him pay with a chance at 3. Clark on the drive, blowing by Goodwin. See if Notre Dame can get some stops here these final 6 minutes. Virginia still ahead by 3 on the road. McCoy off the feed from Clark.
Kihei Clark posting up Cormac Ryan at 5'9".
Clark on the scoop to the rim, gets the roll.
Wow, are you kidding me?
So right now for Virginia, just a Hauser 3 representing its scoring in the early going. Clark trying to make his move. Up and under, and he puts it off the square and in. Kihei Clark. Kihei Clark with a nifty little move. Up and under and in, and we're tied at 5.
Don't get caught with your feet.
Swinging gate. The swinging gate. But I digress. Clark, a no-look. Murphy, catch and release, and he's ripping the ropes for Virginia.
Yeah, even with that great shooting by Wake Forest, still only now a 3-point lead.
Up and under Clark, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor. So Masoud just made his 4th 3 of the game, Mike. He's 4 for 5.
Yeah, doubled up his scoring average nice for him. That's all you have to do with Huff in this game is throw the ball at the rim, and he's going to get it.
He's got a 3 tonight, made 3 threes against Notre Dame, and Clark will glide in. Timeout. Steve Forbes.
Take you inside, smaller guy like he did that last possession. But what makes him so dangerous, his ability to stretch the D and knock down the 3.
How about Jay Huff? That was too easy, and that's your matchup that you're looking for problematic. After our first media timeout, Jay Huff asserting himself in the post early. 5 blocks for the 7'1" redshirt senior from Durham, North Carolina. Kihei Clark off the bounce. Oh, boy, that was nifty. Eagles with Kelly, Heath, Tabbs in the backcourt. Felder up front with DeMar Langford.
Works on the drive straight into Huff. This time didn't get a piece of it, but did enough to alter the shot. 5 on 4 the other way for the Cavaliers. Open man, easy slam. Trey Murphy III.
Go down on the first. We're going to give him a dunk. And then right here, this is just a beautiful pass. He's doing a nice job passing out of the double team, and then they're getting some high percentage shots. That time, Dolashevsky on the offensive glass.
Great ball rotation. Kihei Clark got baseline kick out Jay Huff, and that's his 3rd 3.
Feels like they're down more than 20, but they're still within striking distance in this game.
Great feed, Kihei Clark. And one inside, Francisco Cafaro. Wide open, Beekman at 3. He hits it again off the feed from Kihei Clark.
Well, if you're Notre Dame right now, again, you have to obviously get some stops and then see if you can get out in transition before they can get that D set up. Obviously, the score does not show that it's that out of reach for Notre Dame.
Kihei Clark doing his thing.
Been the focus of their offense since he came into the game.
And Walter Tenzai didn't play against Notre Dame in the last game out. It's Kihei Clark.
That's huge, and not sure from our angle really didn't look like much other than a guy going for a rebound, but Kihei Clark and Huff capitalizing.
Still Alvarado with 4 fouls to his name and lacking 9 inches in that matchup. Clark on the drive, fading away. It's good. First basket of the night for Kihei Clark, and it's a huge one.
Hands full with DeVoe, trying to keep him, Alvarado, out of the paint, but that is...
Final for us, not only 2019, where they had that improbable end-of-game situation against Purdue. Another great play by Kihei Clark in the middle of that zone. Clark has had an excellent career here from California, just gets in the middle of that zone.
6 from 3 and another dunk. This one by Trey Murphy.
Kihei Clark with the penetration and the lob to Trey Murphy.
Ranked number 4 in the country in the preseason. Only losses to San Francisco in a big surprise early, and then to Gonzaga. Ball lost by Kadari Richmond, the freshman. He leads the ACC in double-doubles with 6 already this season. Hauser, another 3. 74 points now for UVA. 9th time already this season. In 13 games, they've scored 70-plus. Last year, they reached 70 only twice in 30 games. Clark, the takeaway, and the bucket.
Misfires, though. Kihei Clark, fearless in transition. Kihei Clark, scoop to the hoop. Timeout, Mike Young.
It fell Saturday against Virginia Tech. A 15-game conference winning streak came to a close. But when they've lost this year, what has followed has been a stream of success. Virginia defenders converge. The ball gets knocked loose. And it's Beekman who goes off the window and one. Have not been outscored in the second half. Clark all the way to the basket. The lay-in for Kihei Clark.
Too much respect for Tony Bennett and this group to give them the same look time and time down the floor.
Clark drops it off. Murphy lays it in. You're led by 5 in the first half. That's their largest lead. Shot clock's down to 1. Clark realizes, shoots, and hits.
They're going to make them beat them from the perimeter, knowing that Carolina's not a really strong three-point shooting team.
Clark, backdoor cut beautifully along the baseline to Casey Morsell.
Grace Beekman, the rebound, freshman from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Kihei Clark again to the goal, and this time he's fouled by Malik Osborne. And in both instances, it was a false positive test that triggered the stoppage. There's another dunk for Huff off the feed by Clark.
In his prior 2 games, he was averaging 16 points a game over those 2.
Clark stops on a dime, losing his defender, and then gets a bounce to get Virginia on the board.
And he's been in study hall to bring up that grade in defensive IQ. He's a solid B+, but I think with some more study hall time, he can get that up to an A.
Yeah, his basketball GPA, trying to increase that as best he can. With the shot clock running down.
He's already knocked down a couple of threes. I mean, Duke is playing with a lot of confidence. Here's another switch, and now Roach is on Huff. You can just throw it up to him.
Boy, how good is Kihei Clark?
Rebound opportunities in this one.
And overall, Virginia +8 on the glass. Kihei Clark with a pump of the fist and heading to the line as well.
Contact by the little guard from California. Before the Florida State game on Monday, we were talking to Leonard Hamilton, and he had said he's like Leroy Brown. Got to switch, but then switch back.
Murphy quiet in the second half, trying to shake Stewart, finds Clark in the corner for 3.
I think you have a notebook. It says Cornette's cheesy lines are just put together right there, and you've got them all scripted out. You pull from that.
Went offensively. Kihei Clark, little hesitation. Delivery to McCoy. McCoy down it. That's what I feel this game is going to come down to. Who's going to make the decisions at the end of the game? And this kid is the guy for Virginia right there.
There's Clark with the scoop.
Between Virginia and Marquette combined 1,650 career points. That's reminiscent of the regular season game. Clark to Huff, and Huff fouled at the rim.